Dolph time. Hey guys, welcome back to Dolph time. My name is Dolph. As always, we're gonna be doing another Mondays with Dolph vlog. So this past week, a lot of cool stuff happened, and just like it's been, this week felt like it went by faster than a lot of other weeks lately. We did earlier in the week, we did interviews and stuff like that for like a behind the scenes kind of thing for everything that we did for Comic-Con for the client we're with Summoner's War. And once that got all done and everything, I actually did all the editing for it, which wasn't super hard. It was just a long time because I had to comb through a lot of footage. They bring it down to like a good package for everything, and I think everything turned out great. I wish I could show you guys this stuff at the moment, but I literally just finished it yesterday, and it's not for my channel. It's not for my channel. So I hopefully will be playing it later, maybe hopefully next week or so, for you guys to check it out, maybe on this vlog, or I might just do like an extra episode or something like that. But it was a lot of fun. I actually got to meet some of the team for Howl Effects that I personally had never met in person. I've talked to, or I've heard, like, we're on a group message and stuff like that, I've seen them talk, and they seem like really awesome people. But I've never actually met, so it's actually nice getting to meet actually the whole team with everything. And there's a lot of really cool stuff in the works right now for this year, and sounds like next year for some stuff for everything. I personally can't say anything because some of it's still in the works. Some of it is just like, I don't really know the details about it yet, but there's some really cool stuff with Howl Effects coming up that I'm super excited about, and just really I'm excited to see where stuff goes. So, and the cool thing about doing all the editing stuff, if you guys couldn't tell, I have a nicer camera, which is the GH5 again. I personally love this camera, especially for face cams. It is so nice. I absolutely love it a lot. Yeah, so I just was just crazy. Like the last, I think it was, we did all the filming, I think, or all the filming happened Tuesday and Wednesday, I think, or Wednesday and Thursday. I don't remember, one of the two. And then as soon as that was done, Grayson dropped off the footage and like, all right, well, let's get this done. And he was like, he personally was like, you don't have to get it done right away if you don't want to. And I'm just personally a kind of a person like, hey, if I got stuff in front of me, I want to get it done as much as possible, especially since it's kind of like, it's not, I know it's a team effort with everyone being a part of everything, but for at least this part, it was just a lot of me getting this stuff done. So I went through a bunch of revisions with Grayson, sending stuff, like, honestly, after, because the longest part, it probably took me about 5 or 6 hours to get everything, kind of like a rough edit of everything for the video. And then, because there was like there's a good amount of stuff, so just trying to label everything the right way and just make sure everything's in like categories of where I want stuff to be in Premiere. And then got that after like 5 to 6 hours ish of just combing through this stuff, getting everything in there. Like, honestly, after that part, the longest part was just like, because me and Grayson don't live super close to each other, so the best way of doing it is we transfer, which is just a free, up to a limit, it's free. So I was sending, like, honestly, the longest part was exporting the video and then uploading it to WeTransfer the send to him, which usually take like 20 minutes, that whole process. So like, I'd get like, yeah, can you change like these 3 things, or change this thing? I want this level different and all this other things. I'm like, all right, sure, whatever. And like, literally it would take me maybe 5 minutes. And then I'm like, all right, well, time to export this, and then get this going. So, but it's just cool getting to see just how like the general idea of stuff, and then bringing it all together for everything. So I'm excited to see everything goes. I think we got a great product for them, with the cosplay, with this video, with everything else that we're presenting, with stuff I haven't even shown you guys or anything I've posted on social media yet. I'm excited. We even talked about doing more with them on this project, but it just didn't work out because we were wanting to do like a cinematic, like with the promo thing. I think I showed on my Instagram and stuff like that. I don't know if I've showed it on here or not. I think it might have did in the last vlog, maybe. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. We were gonna do more of like a cinematic kind of thing where it's a little bit of like a little story with Velajewel. But at the moment right now, they're like really finishing up lore stuff with their team and all that stuff. So like one of the big things in Summoner's War is you don't know like what summoners look like. You don't know really how they're summoned. Like, you know, they have like magic ruins and scrolls and stuff like that, but you don't know like how they do it or anything really in the game. So like with our stuff, it was I don't want to give away the story because we still might do it. But like their whole team is like, they had people say like, yeah, we really love what you guys think, but literally we can't say yes to doing this because we don't know how that some of the stuff even happens. So I'm like, we're like, all right, I guess we'll just do kind of like a not a generic, but of just like a kind of just like cool action shots or cool like walking shots of Velajewel and like the wings unfurling and stuff like that. So it's just kind of like, it's whatever. So that stuff was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed. Oh man, I love that. I don't know if you guys ever have it, but I love cracking my neck. It doesn't happen all the time, but it just really feel like it relieves a lot of stress, which I haven't really been on, but just trying to get stuff done this past week. I probably put more stress on myself than I needed to with just getting stuff done, but everything has just been going well with the youth conferences. Actually on Thursday night too, I didn't even know if I was gonna make it in time, but we started doing a Bible study with my boss and a couple friends and some people that they know, and it was really good. I honestly, because I don't personally right now, I don't have a car, so luckily the people I rent, or the people at the house I rent from, are super nice about letting me borrow cars. I usually always like put gas in it after, or I always do that after I use it, but just sometimes depending on their schedule, it doesn't always work out with when I want to leave. So I pretty much left. It was funny. I left and I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna make it or if I'm gonna miss a lot of it. And I think they had dinner before, but I literally sat down right as we were starting, and I was like, whew, made it in time. So, but it was really good message, really good. Just getting to know some new people I haven't met before and some people I haven't seen in a while. So it was fun. I really enjoyed it. It definitely is something that I missed having in my life, and it was cool getting to have that. And it's gonna be, I think, every Thursday or every other Thursday, depending on the time of the year, because half the people there that were at it are part of the youth conference stuff that I do. So depending, starting in October, when all the youth conferences kick off, some days we're gone. So actually I should say most of the days I feel like we're gone. Thursday evening-ish is when we leave, just because the conference is Friday night, Saturday. So depending on the flights and stuff like that, it's usually around that. So it's just kind of like, we're just kind of playing it by ear with stuff and everything, but everyone's super excited that came out, and I'm really thankful I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. It just, like, whenever I think of it, I'm like, man, that'd be sweet to do. And it's just one of those things, like, you have a good intention of doing it, but you just forget about it with just other stuff that just kind of comes up, and you're just like, oh, all right. So, but I'm super pumped. I forgot to talk about the Hall effects. Like, I'm not going to say what the cosplay is going to be, but the whole company is doing a group cosplay or team cosplay of a franchise, which is going to be a ton of fun. We're starting to do like 3D printing and molds of stuff at the moment, which is going to be dope. And I'm excited because I freaking love being a part of this team and everything. And it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of crazy because some of the stuff that this team does and some of the stuff this youth conference or this youth ministry wants to do, I feel like they're going to be connected in some way in the next couple of years or so. And I just feel like there's like a big God thing, which is awesome. Like, I honestly just am just super thankful for everything, from these opportunities, from my friends, through my family, through everything that's just happened and just leading up to this point. It's just kind of nuts that this stuff is happening, because I personally never thought I'd get into cosplay stuff or film stuff like ever. And not because I don't like it. It was just like, I thought you'd have to go to school and finding out there are some people that I've worked with that have gone to school for this stuff, but like a lot of the people I've like, they either went to school briefly for something and they just found that this was their passion, and they just like, it's kind of nuts because everything is so achievable like through YouTube tutorials and just like hands-on experience, not needing in school. Like school is definitely, there's definitely some good things, but I've heard enough people from like different school stuff that technically the degree isn't what really helped them do the things. Is like the connections and the friends they made that got into things after school or after they left or whatever, that really helped propel them into doing more stuff. So I am like, and I've always been this thing, but always been this way too, but basically trying to make the best of everything. Even if you're not in school at the moment, if you're out of high school past that and you're not in school, like just trying to be the best person you can, and just being the best friend, the best brother or sister, the best just acquaintance, or just the best person, even if it's just like a random encounter they can be. Just so, because I've had stuff where literally it's just like I met one person randomly, and down the road I find out that someone that I know knows them, and it's just like a cool encounter in down the road where I didn't even like have, like I was like, there's no way I could have planned like, yeah, this random person I met a couple years ago, I'm gonna be doing something with, or I'm gonna know them a lot more down the road. It's just kind of like that stuff where it's just like, and like one of the big things in my life too that I've always told, especially when I started touring and really like getting out of high school and stuff like that, from someone that's doing a lot of big stuff that I know, he just told me like, hey, if you want to keep growing as a person and keep growing in the level of success that you're doing, always strive to be the best person you can and never yell at anyone. Like yelling never what's the best way to phrase this? Yelling never helps the situation. Like if it's like something in business wise and stuff like that, like I understand if you have to yell over music like I had to do for tour just because of situations like that, that's whatever. But like if you're sitting down with like a person you work with or anything like that, like getting in confrontation and getting in like a fight like that, like I don't know anyone that's gonna come over it, because at least for me, most people get defensive and they put up a wall and you can't change their mind. But if you're calm and collected and you just discuss things, I've had tons of times where I've either grown as a person or just through my experiences and stuff like that, with just talking to people about certain situations that they might be going through or just things that they're wanting to know more about. Just keeping a level head and trying to not basically put yourself on a pedestal kind of thing, where like there's certain things that I have no one should like hold me up and on pedestal for anything, like with people going through a divorce, people like with certain things, like certain aspects of people's life that people go through. Like there's things like that where I never say like, yeah, I know exactly how you feel, because I never gone through divorce. I've never gone through that kind of stuff. Like it's like all I can do, like if there's something like that in your life and there is someone that you're friends with there's going through an experience you never gone through, the best thing you can do is just be there for them to talk to. Like you don't need to try to basically give them advice on this kind of stuff, just because like you don't know how you would feel, or you don't know how to react to that kind of thing. And I've just always tried to be a good friend with stuff. Like one of my friends a little while ago, his dad died, and my dad's still alive, thankfully. I'm super thankful to have an awesome dad. But like all I could do is pray for him and just be there and try to be like a good friend for him. That's all. Like that was, and I know personally, like they really were, they even though there was a hard time, they were thankful that I was able just to be there for them like that. So it's just like stuff like that where you don't have to always have the answers for things to be a good friend with that stuff. So Sorry to go on a tangent like that. I just sometimes I get in those rabbit holes with stuff, but yeah. So, but this week's gonna be a good week. I'm excited. I'm really thankful for everything that God's been giving me and continues giving me, but this week's gonna be good. I'm excited. I hope you guys are enjoying your week, your Monday, and the rest of your week with everything. And I'm really thankful for everyone that's wanting to be on this channel and everything like that. You guys are all awesome. I really appreciate everything if you guys want to be on this channel. And yeah, so, but God, I pray be with everyone watching these videos on this channel. God, I just declare in your name that this week be a good week for everyone. Let it be prosperous. Let it be something that they can look forward to. Let them be able to grow as a person in either emotionally, physically, spiritually, or financially, God, in all aspects with that. God, I pray that the enemy not let them take them down, that it not be something that can hold them down for the things they're going after and passionate about. God, I pray you just pave the way for everyone, God, with with prosperity, with favor, with blessing, with wisdom, with perseverance, and just love and mercy and kindness and everything that they do, God, and just including myself in that too, God. I pray that you just always just bless the people that are going through hard times and just the times where they don't know where they should be at. God, I pray that you always just be there and let them be getting out of the storm in their life, God. So I just thank you for everything you keep doing. I just pray for wisdom. I pray for prosperity. I pray for healing. I pray for anything, God, with guidance or any of that kind of stuff in everyone's life. God, I pray that everyone be whole, that this week be an awesome week, and that they just be joyful in the things that you give them, God, and have them going through. So I just thank you for who you are, what you do, and what you continue to do in everyone's life, in my life too, God. So I just thank you. Just pray this all in your name. Amen. Well, guys, I really appreciate everything. If you guys have any other games, if any games you guys want me to play, definitely let me know down in the comments or message me. Or if there's anything you guys want prayer for, I definitely would love to pray for you guys. Either leave a message down below, or you can message me on Instagram, which is definitely the best way to. I really appreciate it. You guys are all awesome, and I just hope you guys have an awesome day and an awesome week. And if you remember nothing else too, remember it's Dolph time. All right, I'll see you guys later.